Mace Windu is forever a fan favorite character in the Star Wars franchise, being the only on-screen Jedi to wield a purple saber and being played by loved actor Samuel L. Jackson. Windu was defeated by Darth Sidious in Revenge of the Sith after getting his hand cut off by Anakin Skywalker. Mace Windu was the decision that turned Anakin to the dark side. He was the turning point, the no going back point. Fans have argued that we never saw a body. We've seen Darth Maul cut in half and return years later. We've seen Anakin and Obi-Wan jump out of buildings around the same height and land on a speeder and be fine. We know that it's not even close to being impossible for Mace Windu to have survived that moment in Episode 3. Sam Jackson ran it by George Lucas, who created Star Wars, about his character being alive, and George said this: "I'm okay with that. You can be alive." But he also pointed out that he doesn't have anything to do with the series anymore, sadly. So this is nothing more than just Lucas' thoughts, and ultimately it's up to Disney. We also know that Sam Jackson wants to return as Mace Windu so badly. Roll the clip.
Yeah, I'm totally interested in revisiting Mace Windu, always. Jedi's never die. I just want to be one.
In the Mando Season 3 trailer, we see Grogu getting saved by someone in the Jedi Temple. It was theorized to be Anakin Skywalker coming through the door, but what if it were Mace Windu? What if Mace Windu broke into the temple during Order 66 and saved Grogu and a few others before he went into hiding? What if Windu saved Grogu simply because he was the same species as Yoda and because Mace Windu had the utmost respect for Yoda? This could be the flashback scene that we see in Mandalorian Season 3 before we see a present-day scene of Sam Jackson return as Windu and a possible reunion with Boba Fett. We know that Boba makes a return in Season 3 as well, and we also know that in a recent interview with Jon Favreau, Jon said this about breaking the internet again like he did last season with Luke Skywalker. I hope that. That's the goal. The goal is, I don't know about breaking the internet, but the goal is that we have enough things happen each episode that everybody wants to jump around the digital kitchen table and talk about and argue about and guess what's going to happen next. So I think the fun part of it is that it's a big conversation and people are excited. And that's part of what you get to do in television that you don't get to do in movies. With movies, you build up to it. Everybody sees it. Everybody talks about it. And then they wait. And maybe another one is released a few years later. Here every week there's another one hitting. I like that we're on Disney Plus because it's each week is another episode. It's not all dropped at once. So it allows for a back and forth, and I love to see if we guessed right. I love to see which ones the people react to better and ultimately get the report card if we're doing our job well. This is absolutely huge. This is a clear indication that they're going to try and replicate that feeling from the fans that they got from the Luke Skywalker epic return. This could easily be Mace Windu, and there are other options, of course, that could be hinted at as the big reveal. But I think that this theory wraps into the Grogu flashback quite nicely. What do you think? Let me know, because I would clearly and just ultimately love to see a Mace Windu and Boba Fett meet up and just the revenge factor, the flashback of Windu cutting off Jango's head right in front of Boba. It would tie in so nicely, and it would be so cool given that Jango was a Mandalorian, given that Boba Fett does carry the Mandalorian armor. It's such an awesome storyline that they could take this season and just, even if it's just an episode or 2 episodes or, just something they could throw in there. It fits so perfectly into the Mandalorian, and I would love to see it. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this theory. Let me know if there's any other theories you'd like for me to talk about. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know anything you guys want to see here on this Star Wars channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out this video if you haven't seen it already. Have yourself a good day. Peace.